I'd like to share a little bit about my Knowledge Building Center that I created with a fifth grade teacher at my school at Core Knowledge Charter School. Karen Hansen is the fifth grade teacher there, and we work together to create a unit about ancient civilizations for fifth grade, which they do each year. It's a 3-week unit, so we try to put as much important information as we could into those 3 weeks to make it the most meaningful for the kids. I started with my essential question at the top: how does history affect us today? And as we go along through the unit, they'll be able to reflect on that question after watching some videos and reading through their resources. Their task for this unit is to individually and collaboratively research 3 ancient civilizations: Aztec, Incas, and Mayan, and summarize their findings with projects and share their creations on this website. So to kick off the unit, I have a video I attached right here, and it really just introduces the concept of what is a civilization to the kids. Below that, I have a Padlet that I embedded in the website, and it's really about a KWL of what I know, what I want to know, and at the end, what have I learned. So they get to add their thoughts on this Padlet, and I've added just an example to show you what it would look like when they add their ideas there. Down below, my boxes are included, would be a calendar over here. This is where Karen would include her Google Calendar, and the kids could view it throughout the unit to look up important due dates and other things pertaining to the unit. Under that, we have online resources that the kids can use. I've included World Book, FactSite, Culturegrams, Britannica, Social Studies for Kids website on ancient civilizations, and Ancient Civilizations for Kids safe websites that they can go to when they come here on their own, and also a link about the Field Museum in Chicago, which has an exhibit on ancient civilizations, which I thought they would really like, with lots of pictures and things found in the museum. One thing that I added after meeting with Karen and reflecting on the building center was to add their social studies textbook here in my box called Online Resources. She really wanted that included because they do use that textbook throughout each of these units to answer questions and learn about each of the civilizations. So that would be very handy for the kids to be able to access the online version. I've included a few videos for the kids to watch, and these come into play when we're learning about the specific groups. So there's one called Aztec, Maya, and Inca civilizations as a whole. And then what did the ancients do for us? How does it affect us today? And I thought this video really reflects back to our essential question, so it'll get them thinking about how they can answer that at the end of the unit. Down below here is a workspace. This workspace would be able to be accessed by the kids in a Google Doc form in which the kids could collaborate and talk about the assignments that they're working on. Mrs. Hansen would give them permission and share it with them to add to and comment. Back at the top, I've included some book resources from our LMC that the kids can use. All of these pertain to the ancient civilizations that we're covering. Down here I have an Ancient Civilizations for Children DVD, and I thought that would be a good thing to include for the visual learners. I also have the Secrets of Machu Picchu electronic resource here, an ebook about the lost city of the Inca. And at the bottom here I have the Inca Empire interactive ebook. I'm going to open that up. This is nice having this direct link here. This book will be really nice to for kids who need differentiation. It does play the book for you in audio, and word by word it highlights. So it's nice for all of the kids in the class. She doesn't have any specific learning needs or IEPs set up in her classroom, but just to reach those different learning styles. So this book will include a lot of vocabulary words that pertain to the groups. And it's just a beautiful illustrated book. So as we go through it, we'll talk about some of the vocabulary that's included so they can really learn about that era. So that's the interactive book. Down here, I've attached actually the lesson plan for the whole unit and a rubric for one of the Google Slides presentations that they would create. Feel free to look through the lesson plan. Back at the top here, this is where they'll post questions. I've included a Padlet called the Communication Station. This is where all the questions about the Civilizations unit will go, and they can ask Mrs. Hanson questions and she can respond to them, so they stay in touch with the unit as they're going along and don't get behind. I've also included a screencast under the tools and tutorials. This screencast shows them how to find copyright-free images for their Google Slide presentation, which is one of their bigger projects in this unit. And I talk about the link that they should go to in this website under research, or they can go to copyright-free information. And there's a video that talks about Pixabay and a couple other resources to use for copyright-free images. So this link shows them how to get to that video and the direct links to use Pixabay. And down here at the bottom, I have a model of the expected assignment with the sample Maya assignment of a Google Slide presentation. And finally, student products can be displayed here after they've completed them. They'll have a few different things that they'll be working on. With one of the ancient civilizations, they'll create the Google Slide presentation as a group, but with the others, they'll be able to choose from a couple of options, them being some hands-on creation of a sculpture they might see during this time, or also writing their own essay or paper about one of the groups. So we're trying to hit lots of those different interests in ways that they can show that they understand the unit. One thing I changed to wrap up my video reflection, I moved my Knowledge Building Center from the Teach tab to its own tab. And then under that is this unit called 5th grade Ancient Civilizations. I thought I needed a separate Knowledge Building Center so I could add more collaboration that I do with other teachers in the building. So that's a little bit about my Ancient Civilizations unit, and I hope you enjoy it.